If you're 35, 40 or above and haven't really exercised before, no gym, no strength training, no structured plan, this video is for you. Let's do a quick check. Can you comfortably squat down and get up without any support? Do 10 push-ups even if it's on your knees? Carry heavy groceries in both of your hands and walk home? Stand on a single leg for 30 seconds without losing balance? If your answer is not really, it doesn't mean that you're weak or unhealthy. And it definitely doesn't mean that you have lost a chance to get fit again. It simply means that your body hasn't been challenged in these ways for a long time. The key is to start at the right level and not copy someone that has already been training for the past 10 years. Today, I will show you exactly how to do that without actually hurting yourself. One of the biggest myths is that once you're over 35 or 40, it's too late to build muscle. It's simply not true. Your body can build strength at almost any age. In fact, the people who have never trained before see improvements surprisingly quickly because everything is new to them. Within a few weeks, you will notice that climbing stairs feels easier, your posture improves, your energy improves, getting up from the floor becomes easier, and your joints feel much more supported because your muscle does much more than just make you look fit. It supports your joints, improves your posture, improves your energy, protects your bones, and help you move with confidence. By the age of 35, 40, your muscle has already started to degrade. But it is never too late to start building it back. The earliest you can start is today. Here is the plan I recommend to almost every beginner. 3 full body workouts each week. For example, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. The days in between are for rest, recovery, and gentle mobility. Every workout includes these 6 movements. The first exercise is sit to stand, body weight, or weighted squat. These are the 3 versions you can do. As a beginner, start with the chair sit to stand squat. Then, if you can, then progress to intermediate without the chair squat. This teaches your legs to become strong again. Sit down slowly and stand back up. If you can do that, then progress to the advanced version with weights. As you progress slowly, you can add more weights. The second exercise are the wall push-up, incline push-up or body weight push-up on knees. As a beginner, start with the wall push-up. Then as you progress to intermediate level, you can do the incline push-up on a chair or a table, whatever is available to you. This builds pushing strength for your chest, shoulders and arms. The advanced version is on your knees, or if you can perform the knees, then you can progress to a full body push-up. The third exercise is the resistant band row. Every push needs a pull. Rows strengthen the muscles between your shoulder blades, helping you improve posture, reducing the rounded shoulders many of us develop from sitting all day. Do this by placing the resistant bands on your legs and pulling. The fourth exercise is the glute bridge. As a beginner, start with no weights or resistant band. Place your legs in a 90-degree angle and lift your hip. Then, as you progress, you can use resistant bands or weights. This wakes up the muscles most people stop using after years of sitting. Strong glutes reduce stress on your lower back and help make everyday movements easier. The fifth exercise is single leg balance. Balance is something we rarely train until we begin losing it. Standing on one leg or stepping onto a low platform improves stability, coordination, and confidence. The sixth and the last exercise is farmer's carry. Pick up two reasonably heavy objects and simply walk. It sounds simple because it is, but it's one of the best exercises for grip strength, core stability, posture, and overall functional health. If you don't have dumbbells, you can use water bottles instead. For every exercise, start with 2 to 3 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions. Choose a version you can complete with good technique. Only add weights when you can comfortably complete the current version. Small movements each week can lead to big changes in the long run. Now let's talk about what a lot of people worry about. What if I get injured? Strength training is usually not the problem. The problem is how people are starting. The first mistake people make is doing too much too soon. They see an online workout, try to copy everything. The muscles usually cope, but their joints and tendons usually don't. The second mistake is skipping mobility. Years of sitting has made your shoulders, hips, and ankles a lot stiff. Forcing your joints to do heavy workouts without the range of motion causes the injury. The third mistake people are making is to train every day. Your body gets stronger while resting and not while exercising. Rest days are the part of the program. It's not a sign that you're being lazy. The goal isn't to destroy yourself in every workout. The goal is to finish each workout feeling like you have done just a little more. That's what keeps you consistent. If you couldn't do those movement checks at the beginning of the video, don't let that discourage you. Everyone starts somewhere. A few months from now, you'll be grateful that you started today instead of waiting for the perfect time. If you found this video helpful, do subscribe to Redynamics for more physiotherapy evidence-based health tips. And do let me know in the comments how you felt after doing this workout or what is motivating you to start working out. I will see you in the next video.